Shank, leave it. Good boy. Shank, stop. Good boy.
Stop.
Good, yeah, good. Okay, so if you're lucky enough to have just rescued a dog, but of course you have some problems such as barking, nervousness, and you need to build your dog's confidence, then you need to watch this video. Hi, it's Colin from Pup Club. I'm here to see Shank, a German Shepherd Collie Cross, just been rescued. Last session he was very barky, seemed to lack confidence, quite nervous. So I'm just here to see how he's got on. So we built in the foundations for structured training last time and him listening and focusing. So we're just going to build on that today with some extended practice of recall and some other training cues to start engaging him outside around the external stimuli. How are you doing, Shank? You all right, mister? Hello, mate. He's a good boy. It's all right. All right, okay, so what we'll do today then was practice some loose lead walking. All right, so Nick, right, so we'll start off with a bit of loose lead stuff. So loose lead classically is the lead is loose,
Yep.
but I kind of want Shank next to me if I can as much as possible, all right?
Yep.
So if you just, I don't know if he'd be happy me handling the lead or not. Let's have a look. He may not be. Let's have a look. All right, so the lead would go across my body. Shank, yes, good boy. So the lead is loose, almost smiling lead. Shank, yes. Notice how I'm using eye contact.
Yep.
If he could pulls ahead, I'm just going to lure him back. So this is what a loose lead looks like.
Yep.
In control, he's in heel position. Shank, yes. Notice how you could use Shank, what's this? Using reflex to name that we discussed before to get his focus. Give it a try. Yeah, let me hold that for you, mate. But what you want is lots of successful repetitions of that. He's in a heel position,
Yep.
and he's being rewarded for that. If he's on my right side, I've got to have my hand, my guiding hand on my right side as well to give him a target.
Right.
So, Shank, yes, good boy. That was nice reflex to name, mate. Well done. Shank, what's this? It's a good boy. Yes. Shank, yes, good boy. All right, see how the right hand I'm feeding with, okay? Shank. Oh. Good boy, come on then. Nice lead there, nice loose lead, well done.
Good boy.
Okay, just reduce the frequency of reward a tiny bit if you can. Good. Use your reflex to name. So keep your hand a bit higher now, Nick. Keep your hand. Good.
Boy.
Yes, good.
Good boy.
So try not to lure the eye contact too much. So now, just give him the feed him. Take your hand away, onto sort of higher. That's it. Now start walking, and then just ask him for eye contact. Instead of him looking at your hand, see if you can get eye contact. What I want you to do now, Nick, is instead of having the food in your left hand, have your food in your right hand.
Yep.
And what you're going to do is just use that hand as a guide for him, okay? And then do your release cue. Okay. Let's go, okay, good, nice. And if you just pull ahead. So what we're going to do this time, Nick, is when he's in heel position,
Yep.
you're going to give him a release cue. You're going to say, okay, go sniff. And you're going to let him, if you want to throw a treat onto the grass, okay, go sniff.
Okay, go sniff.
And then basically, instead of just sniffing when he wants to, you're going to give him more structure.
Yep.
So he still gets to have a sniff on the loose lead, on this loose lead walking, because he's training, he's compromising, he's working on loose lead. So let's just let him have a little sniff for a minute. Let's give him a break.
Leave it. Yes, good boy.
So what I'm going to do, Nick, now is wait for it. Good. I'm going to go more for the eye contact rather than him looking at my hand, okay? So, Shank, here's a good boy, okay? All right, I'm still going to keep that hand there as a sort of a guide for him. Shank. So, Shank, let's go. That's it. Yes, Shank. Yes, good boy. All right. You're getting some lovely loose lead there. If he goes ahead of you like that, stop and just lure him back in. Because what I don't want him to do is making progress when he's pulling on when there's tension on that lead.
Shank.
So, Shank. Good boy. Okay, and then reward him. Remember to reward him in heel position. That's it. Good. Reward. That's it. So what he's tending to do, just a little tweak on that. What he's tending to do is he's tending to take the treat and then forge ahead. So just going to tweak it a tiny bit. If we're going that way, are we, mate?
Yeah.
So we just do his sit then. Sit. Sit. Good boy. Okay. Let's go. All right, so what we do is we'll just tweak this a tiny bit. So let's see if we can get him staying in that heel position after the treat, okay? Right, so I'm going to time my reflex and aim after I've just fed him, okay? Shank, shank, shank. Let's try that again. Shank, let's go. Good boy. And we can start even introducing a heel cue. Good boy, shank. What's this? What's that? Shank, yes, good boy. Good boy, what's this? So I'm just luring him to stay in that position. Good boy, yes. Good boy. Yes, a good boy, shank. Yes, good boy. Okay, I'm just getting him into that rhythm of shank, what's this? Shank. Just a slight correction on the lead, straight up. I'm just pulling up on the lead if he just pull ahead. Not back, by the way. Yeah, up. Shank, what's this? Good boy. If he goes ahead, just pull him back again. So it's like a team effort. If the team falls apart a tiny bit, shank, what's this? Good boy. That's it, good boy. He's doing pretty well. Doing pretty well, yeah. I mean, that's quite a lot. Back if you can. That's it, that's it. Good boy. So you're making more progress when he's in that position. Yeah, lovely capture, brilliant, well done. So what I do when he pulls ahead, I wouldn't follow him, I'd stop. So he makes zero progress and he realises, because what he's also learning is your proximity and where you are, okay? Loose lead walking is everything in dog training because it's focus on you, it's awareness of where you are. So that's what we want to, so at the moment, if he loses awareness of where we are, I tend to stop. So the lead goes tight and he thinks, what's going on here? And then I lure him back into heel position. So stop, yeah, stop.
What's this?
Yeah, he goes back into heel position and then he's being rewarded moving forward. Stop again. So when you're training loose lead walking, you've just got to start thinking it might take me longer, or maybe we're going to go on a shorter distance. Try not to think of it as a walk. Try and think of it more as a training episode. Okay, so leave it. Shank, leave it. Good boy. And then back into heel position. Shank, shank, what's this? Yes, there's a good boy. Good boy. All right, okay, so for me now, I'll shift to the long line.
Yep.
All right, okay, so what we're going to do now is just give him let him have a little break. Let him have a sniff. So what I'm going to be doing now is using the environment. We haven't got any other dogs or anything like that at the moment, but the environment is a distraction and we're going to start practicing our recalls. Okay, so very, very common. So what we're going to do is we're going to use the long line, because this is our safety, not only keeping him safe as in he can't literally be off lead, but he can't fail on his recalls either, okay? So, come, it's a good boy. So really enthusiastic. I do a little chase back, to be honest, to speed up the recall. So let's just give that another go in a second. Shank, come. Yeah, good boy, good boy. Lovely, lovely reward. And again, Nick, we're just reinforcing that this is the place where he gets rewarded, so that will help with the loose lead as well. So, spin. Good boy. So a spin is a nice workout for him. Good boy, good boy. So for the spin, we put that on the left shoulder moving. So that's anti-clockwise to our perspective. Basically, it works all their core muscles. Nice little engagement game. Can use it for getting their feet dry. Just put a towel down.
Yep.
So there's a spin. That's his left shoulder moving. Twist. Yes, a good boy. There's a good boy. Twist. Yes, good boy. Nice little fun game. Just engage him. Yep. Spin. That's it. Good. All right, so what we can do as well is start looking at something called the emergency stop, which is something, so this is essentially he's running away from you, He's running towards the road, running towards somebody who doesn't like dogs, running towards a dog you don't want him to interact with. When we start training it, we do it face on because it's easier for him to learn through the visual and the verbal cue. Stand. So what I'm going to do then is I'm going to start conditioning that when he's running forward, his head turns when he sees this movement. If his head turns, that means he's applying the brakes, okay? So hand up high, stop. I just need to condition a head turn, okay, to start with. Stop. So when he's looking, and in a second, I'm just going to do one more of these. That's a leaf. Stop. Right, now I'm just going to see if I can get this working, all right? So I'm just going to do a find it. So that's just to give me distance away from him, okay? Find it. Okay, Shank, come, stop. Good boy. And he's also thrown in an automatic sit there straight away. Shank, stop. Good boy. I mean, that stop with an automatic sit is pretty amazing, to be honest. Stop. Throw the treat in, good. So always throw the treat in where he stops, okay?
Yep. Stop. Stop.
Good, throw reward in, yeah, good. Well done. Well done, Nick, good work.
Shank.
Shank, leave it. Shank. Leave it. Leave it. Oi. So if he doesn't leave.
Yep.
Yeah. Okay, yeah, so I've seen it now. So yeah, so we're going to have to work on that. So we're going to probably have to look at corrections if he doesn't respond to the. Leave it. He was over threshold there as soon as he saw that dog. So we're going to need more distance to start with as well. So what I would recommend is probably at start crossing the road.
Yep.
Give him more distance and see if we can get our leave it's working. We also need to change that collar position to just behind his ears and tight as well. So today we visited Shank. Our first visit, a little bit nervous, a little bit hesitant, didn't feel confident in the house or outside. So we've advised hand feeding outside, which Nick, our client, has done, and he's seen a bit of a transformation in him already. He's really, really pleased with the progress he's already made. Today was just about having a look at him outdoors, working with him around distractions like the environment, and engaging him in training and enrichment to invest value in us rather than the external stimuli. And Shank's already proved that he's a fabulous dog for training, picked things up really, really quickly. And if you did enjoy this video, don't forget to like, subscribe, and turn your notifications on.